Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, FaZe Vibes. Got my good friend here, FaZe BreezKock. Say what's up.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
And
FaZe BreezKock here.
Today we're gonna be ranking zombies maps, as you can see from the title. And not trying to waste any time. Let's just get straight into it. Me and Ethan, big time zombies players. Am I right?
Yep.
All right. So this is it. We got S to F. E tier. It's a weird tier. I usually don't put anything in E, or I usually don't have a. Alright, you're breathing pretty hard. But let's just start it off with a bang. Horizon track. I think this is people say it's
That's an S. That's an S.
it's the best map in the game. Well, you know, good wonder weapons. I actually like that. Good transportation around the map. Good Easter egg. Even though it's a little tough for me and Ethan, sadly.
Yeah.
GK.
Don't know
S.
why. Yeah, S. I don't even have to say anything.
Yeah, it's a pretty good map. Good boss fight. Good Easter egg. Good wonder weapon. Transit. It's fun with friends. I'll say
yeah,
that.
so I was saying D. Yeah, D.
It's not the worst map ever. Ancient Evil. Haven't played it. It's on Beta 4.
Okay, I've played this one, and I would actually say it's an A.
A tier.
Yeah, it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good map. It has wonder weapons like Rise to Rock, where there's 4 of them and they're element based. But with these, you can upgrade them 3 times, and it's all around a pretty fun map.
All right. Ascension. Classic. But
A as well.
it's very. Yeah, I'd put it in A.
A or B.
Blood of the Dead, the remake of Mob of the Dead.
It's like Mob of the Dead, but they did everything wrong, so I would say F.
You know, when I played it recently to just try it out again since I played it launch or whatever, and yeah, it was not a good experience. Buried.
I would say Buried is an A tier map.
I was gonna yeah, that looks good.
Because, I mean, some people say it's too easy because you can get to the bank first round, get everything you need, camp and jug with the paralyzer, and all the little traps, but, you know.
Yeah.
It's still fun.
True. Big fan of Buried. Next up, Call of the Dead. I threw this one in B tier.
Yeah.
I like the zip line. The wonder weapons are okay. They're not the best, but
I like
else in,
I like the idea of them.
Yeah, but it's a classic map. It's from BO1. You can't hate it. The freezing water. It's like an obstacle, but it's kind of annoying. But next up, Doris. Classic. I'd throw it in S.
Yeah, I would say yes as well.
This is introduced Pack-a-Punch back on World at War. Got remade in the Giant. I don't know if that's on the list. I don't see why it would be, but yeah, that's like Ethan's first map, the Giant, on BO3. So
yeah,
he has some strong opinions about it.
Yeah.
Next up, Die Rise.
I would say Die Rise is either
D tier.
an F or D.
It's not the worst map ever. It's like the verticality and try to innovate, just like they did in Transit. But apparently, innovation led them to bad maps, like the bus and the what's it called, the verticality. So I'm not saying it's not a terrible map, but it's not good. Dead of the Night. Slick of Fire is yes, good. Dead of the Night. I have not played.
Dead of the Night is a decent map, but the thing is like if you just look at like a YouTube Easter egg walkthrough, it's like hours long. This Easter egg is so overcomplicated and honestly not that fun. I would say D tier. I'm pretty sure Mr. Waffle Waffle's guide is an hour long. So too complicated.
The Easter egg is too complicated. Alright, 5. Classic, hard map, very hard map. So it's on
A or
BO1.
B?
2 hit. I'd put it in B. Like, it's a classic, but it's like not super good. Very linear. The Pentagon Thief is annoying, but it's also when you're high rounds with a ray gun, it's kind of a free like bonfire sale. And the what's it called? The Wonder Weapon, the Winter's Howl is kind of weak too. Even though, I mean, it's good not early rounds, but like I'd say like 1 to 30. I don't really play 5 that much, so I probably don't know what I'm talking about, but next up, 9. It's on BO4.
Yeah, but I also
What?
like the Nova Crawlers more on 5. I feel like they
Yeah,
belong
they
more in the
yeah
lab than the theater and Kino.
yeah that makes a lot. But they both released at the same time, whatever. And Kino's right after 9. Yeah, but you're right. Nova Crawlers really do belong in 5 more than they do in Kino. Next up, we have 9 from BF4. Launch map of BF4.
Alright, 9.
One of the multiple.
This is a beautiful map you have played though.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on 9?
It's a decent. It's the best BF4 map, in my opinion, or out of the 2 I've played. It's a very strong map. Good Easter egg. You know, it's fun to do. And I mean, it's overall a good structured map. You know, it's like simple on a piece of paper, but like it's really fun. Like that simplicity. So I'd throw it in A. It's a pretty good map. But it struggled since it was on BO4.
Yeah. The thing they tried to do in BO4 with the 4 perk machines only really worked in 9 because each of the 4 parts of the map had their own perk machine, had their own god. But in like the classified remake, it didn't feel right because they were just thrown in the map, they were thrown apart. And I really like 9.
Yeah. I like it too. That's why we slapped it in A tier. Next up is Keenerd or Toten. Another classic map. Launch map of one of 2 launch maps of BO1.
Classic. I would say A or S. Actually, just A.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's S. It's very simple. Looks like it plays like should be on World at War. And that's why people say it's overrated, but still, I'd put it in A tier.
Well, it was supposed to be on World at War, but they canceled the 4th DLC. It literally was supposed to be a World at War map.
Yeah.
Probably why it plays like that.
But it's a classic, nonetheless. I think it plays good. It's a very simple map. Alright, next up we have Moon. This one is very, controversial.
I would say it's. Do you think Moon or Shangri-La is the worst BO1 map?
I don't play Shangri-La enough to like have an opinion on it, but the way everybody else describes it, Shangri-La is either their favorite map in BO1 or their least favorite one. But I don't play it enough. But I play Moon a lot more. So I'd say Moon is better, but I don't really have an opinion on Shang.
I would say Moon's a B.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna throw it in a high one. I feel like Shang and Moon are gonna be in the same place anyway. We don't have anything in C yet. Next up, Mob of the Dead.
Another classic.
I threw it straight in S. It's definitely my favorite BO2 map. Any thoughts on it?
It's definitely the best BO2 map. Before recently, I always had like Mob of the Dead and Origins on the same tier, but I think Mob of the Dead's just better.
Yeah. Origins is we'll get to Origins. Mob of the Dead, I like the innovation with the afterlife. You know, it opened doors with that. You know, startup perks. It gave it innovation for Shadows of Evil, which is also a very good map, and we'll get to that. And just the overall aesthetic, like environment of Mob of the Dead. You know, Alcatraz Island with the 4 iconic celebrity cast. You know, seeing the fireworks in the distance in San Francisco, it's just a nostalgic classic map. It can't really get any better than that.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Next up, we have Nocturne Totem.
I think this is going to be our first C tier because there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not crazy good, and
Yeah.
it's obviously the start. Obviously, like, well, I wasn't playing back in World at War, but I can guarantee you, people probably had a lot of fun just with their friends. They had no idea what zombies would turn into.
Yeah, I used to play Knocked on World at War back when I didn't have any other CODs or whatever. Only other COD I had was COD 4. Knocked is a decent map when it came out, but obviously it's nostalgic. But honestly, if you play it, you know, for like I don't know how to explain it. It's not. It hasn't aged like well, but it's like it has at the same time. It's not overall like there's no pack a punch. It's the first zombies map. All right, next up, controversial origins.
Okay. So with the tiers, are we going to arrange them based off what we think is better? Like closer to the letter is the best.
Yeah, we'll do that at the very end.
Okay.
So I'll throw in S too, like since you said that, because
I think it's an S.
I enjoy the map.
We'll decide what's better.
Yeah, I love the map, but the difficulty. Well, the only thing we do on Origins is go for the Easter egg, which is a challenge, especially on BO2 with the 2-hit system. It's a lot tougher, but also BO2 has the advantages over BO3 version. But I mean, I love the aesthetic. The robots, the staffs are great. The Pack-a-Punch camo is also a good thing. The weapons they added on there, like the STG, yeah, MGOA, STG, all that. The Broomhilda, the staffs, yes. There's.
It's a good map, but I mean, I've never really high rounded on it. I tried to once, but that was on the BO3 version.
Yeah.
But the Easter egg is an amazing Easter egg.
Yeah, it's amazing. If it wasn't as hard, I mean, that's the only downside about the Easter egg. It's hard to do or whatever. And yeah, I mean the Easter egg is great. I love the Easter egg when we can actually pull it off.
Yeah.
Next up is Shangri-La.
I think we gotta throw this one in B.
In what? B?
In B.
D?
Yeah.
Or B?
B.
Okay.
B.
Yeah, I don't really play it enough to have an opinion on it. It's a very pretty map. The monkeys or whatever, maximum drops on the ground. You can use it to get a perk. That's cool. I've never done the Easter egg on it, and I've never even used the wonder weapon, the baby gun. That's how little I play it.
The baby maker is it's one of the best, and it's also really cool because it's just a crazy idea of shrinking zombies and then just running into them. But one downside is you can die from them. The baby zombies can hit you.
Yeah.
And the focusing stone was pretty cool.
I have no idea what that is.
That's the thing you get when you complete the Easter egg. And also, I feel like the BO1 version's better just because of you can use the Mustangs and Sallies with PhD and the Baby Maker and just have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a good map.
And the Spike Moors or whatever.
Yeah.
I never played it. Next up, Shinonuma. I have a strong opinion on this map. I think it's the best survival map out of the three original World at War maps. Shinonuma is like, I don't know, it's like a good map. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's like, I put it in B. Because I think it's like a really, really good map, even though there's no Pack-a-Punch or whatever. And like, you just have a mystery box to work with and the 4 perks. They did introduce the perks on that map too. And the Flogger Trap and Hellhounds.
Yeah, it's honestly probably the best. The only one that gets close to it is the Reese. I mean, Varuk's a hard map. I love the aesthetic, but I think Chinooka just really takes the cake.
Yeah, I think it definitely belongs in B tier at least. I really enjoy playing on it.
All right, let me talk about Shadows of Evil.
All right.
This map is 100% an S.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Easter egg is not very complicated. I mean, you do need the gobble gums for the flag step.
And you don't even really need them.
You don't really need them, but
Makes it all easy.
playing with FaZe G Fuel, you might need them.
Yeah,
But,
true.
I mean, it's just honestly the graphics from going from Origins to Shadows of Evil is probably one of the biggest jumps ever. It's just such a good looking map. The Bloodhound, the Apothecant Servant, the 4 districts, the Pack-a-Punch, the Shadow Man, the Little Arnies. Yeah, it's just an amazing map.
And a lot of maps have that same like setup, like the center area and the 4 districts or whatever, or 4 areas, like Doris and what's it called? Other map I was about to say, like
9.
yeah, 9 and Gorod Krovi and that stuff. But Shadows of Evil on its own, it's definitely like a god tier map. The aesthetic of that like old town kind of in the streets while it's raining, and like the HUD innovation, and like the guns that you get, like the Bloodhound, like that's a like classic gun, like it just belongs on that map. The bootlegger, exactly. And especially like the sword and the Apothecant Servant, that is just like the Apothecant Servant, the best wonder weapon in in all the zombies in my opinion. Really like helps the map out a lot, and it definitely belongs in S tier.
Yeah. I mean, you could just go on and on. Like I kind of think it's the best. It's the best map out of the formula of like the 4 areas in the central area.
Oh yeah,
it's
definitely.
Really good.
Followed by like GK, Degrees. All right. Next up, Verrupt. Gotta put it in C.
I love the aesthetic.
Yeah, the aesthetic very scary tone, but playing it to a very tough map, and it's not really. I mean, the aesthetic, like the area, the environment, it's cool, but it does get old, in my opinion.
Yeah. One thing that's cool, playing co-op, you can be put on opposite sides of the door.
Yeah, it's like the only map that's ever done that.
Yeah, and one thing is on World at War, after a certain round, the zombies would just get really fast. So high rounds on the runs are really impressive because you're super limited because you didn't have like a really good wonder weapon yet. You really just had that one room near Quick Revive that you could train in.
Also, the room with the traps or whatever, that hallway, the balcony hallway or whatever, with the traps or whatever, are good. And have you ever seen like a starting room challenge on Varrock? It's crazy. I don't know how people do that.
Those people are crazy good at the game.
But it's a good map. But I'm gonna have to throw it in C. Next up, Revelations, another controversial map.
I would say B.
Yeah, it's ever since Revelations, it's been remakes of maps or whatever. That was like the first remake of a map. I mean, the only original maps we had were in the Chaos Story with like Dead of Night and Voyage and 9 and stuff. But ever since then, we had Alpha Omega remake of a remake or whatever, Nuketown, and then what's that last map? Or the Mob of the Dead, or Call of the Dead remake, and then they did have a Mob of the Dead remake too. It's a lot of remakes, and Classified 5 remake.
We have a Nocturne Toad remake right now in full bore.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rank that somewhere.
Information pointing to a Kino remake as well.
And
The upcoming DLCs.
and another Doris remake, I'm pretty sure too, but I don't know about
Oh
Doris.
yeah.
But Revelations, just lots of maps put in one, like Shang, Verruct, Origins, Noct, Mob of the Dead, and like a whole bunch of maps, and Kino and stuff. Put in one nice little transfer. I like the transportation, you know, the Wonder Spheres or whatever, and then the portal hub, and what's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nocturne and Toten. The Easter egg is pretty weird. Pretty weird to do. Like they actually get to the boss fights.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't like the. Well, they tried to make it hard just so like YouTubers wouldn't solve it fast. I'm pretty sure that's the longest the Easter egg has gone unsolved. I think it was 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Roa J was just living off of crack cocaine.
Yeah.
So,
Because they
it's
try to make it, oh, it's like the
really
best map or whatever. But really, it wasn't that great. But the skybox is amazing. Like the aesthetic, the environment is amazing. All right, Voyage in Despair. I've never played this, even though it was like one of the maps that came out with BO4. Like I have the ability to play it, but I never touched it ever.
I'm gonna say that it's probably this might be the only other F or D.
Oh.
It's just
It's your choice.
The Wonder Weapon. I would say F. Wonder Weapon's not that good. I don't know. The map design was confusing and weird. The Easter egg was hard. You had to like align stars, but the boss fight was good. It was probably one of the best boss fights we've ever had. But other than that, there was like nothing.
I don't have any opinions on it since I've never played it. Next up, another very controversial one, but I have strong opinions about it.
This map is like top. I would say it's top A. If we didn't have so many in S, I might put it in S. But I love the aesthetic. It's a fun map. The Easter egg, what I like that they did is the Easter egg is not very hard. It's just a fun Easter egg you can run through. I mean, it was really buggy at launch. I really like the double boss fight with the spider. I kind of wish they introduced Widow's Wine on this map instead of Shadows of Evil, because it would make more sense.
Yeah, but I can't I can't imagine Shadows without Widow's Wine though. I feel like it belongs on both maps.
Yeah.
Like if Zetsubo was like another like launch map, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and I like the KT4.
Yes.
I like the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do the spider bait Easter egg, but we haven't done it yet. We're gonna do that soon. The Easter egg is not very hard, and it's very easy to understand. You're just getting 3 cogs for an elevator. I mean, you got to do your challenges to get the lightning to strike down, to get it from the dock. You got to plane in the water to get the bullets to just shoot down the plane, and then you got to use your anywhere but here to get that cog from that lab. It's a really fun map, really easy.
Yeah, I love the map. My opinion, people say oh, it's like the worst BO4 map. Definitely not, in my opinion. I think that people say it's the worst looking. I think it's beautiful. Like I love the aesthetic with like the Japanese like lab or whatever, and when in the jungle with the spiders and stuff. It's just a beautiful map in my opinion. Very like fits the aesthetic of Takio, especially the boss fight or whatever. Boss fight very underwhelming, but the spider boss fight makes up for it, and like the rest of the Easter egg in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially the plant system. Oh yeah.
I mean, the plant system isn't like a lot of people don't like it because it takes multiple rounds.
Yeah, it takes 3 rounds to get one plant. And that's the the one downside, in my opinion.
When I think about Zetsubo and its like issues, if they made like an absolute Zetsubo remastered and just changed a few things, I think it would be S.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Like, I can't think of anything bad about the map.
Yeah, like there's like some inconveniences, like, well, the three, like you have to wait 3 rounds, but not a lot other than that.
Transportation is pretty tough too. The bunker is very what's it called? Like very
Straight, like
um
really tight.
yeah, tight. It's like very small in there. You get trapped easily. Um but there's only two ways to fast travel: the zip line and the sewer pipe system or whatever, which are two very cool things to do. Um and one of them both you have to use for the Easter egg to get rainbow water and shock
Which
to
I
get
like.
the cog. Like, there's not one thing you don't do. Like getting the skull and unstoppable. We haven't talked about specialist weapons yet.
Oh yeah, Skull on Top Way.
It's like the best one.
It's so, it definitely is the best one, and it's also, I would not say it's the best looking one. The best looking one, or like the coolest one, is probably the dragon, but this
Yeah,
one is right behind that.
yeah. I like We can talk about Dreisenberg. All right, let's just Oh, Zetsubo definitely belongs top of A tier, but we're gonna start ranking the tiers now. Maps in the tiers. So let's just get started with F and make our way up to the top. It's only
I
two
think
maps
F
in F.
is, I think F is good.
Yeah, I think
Like
it'll
that.
stay like that. I have no, to D. I don't have any opinions on Dead of the Night.
Dead of Night above Die Rise. That's all I would say, because it's not a terrible map. It's kind of cool. I like the Wonder Weapon, but I mean, it's just they try to go all out on these Easter eggs, like Blood of the Dead. You have to use Morse code. I'm like, who wants to do Morse code? And it's on this map. Where's
Yeah,
Spirit? You have to line up the planets and the stars. Dead of the Night, you have to you have to line up statues. It takes so long.
yeah.
I mean, we're not good in that game.
Now, people are probably gonna say, "Oh, Transit doesn't belong top," but Transit is a fun map. Innovation. Yeah, they're very fun with friends if you have friends to play with it. All right, let's see. Knocked
See,
ever up. Um,
I would say Verrückt over Noct. I mean, Noct is the starting map, but I mean, Verrückt, I just like the aesthetic a little bit more
yeah,
because there's streams. Like, in the spawn, there's a table, and if you go over to it and like press the interact button, it like will play drills, and there's just cool little aspects like that.
yeah.
I just like how it looks.
All right. Now the B tier. We have 6 maps in here, so let's find out what's top. I think out of all these, I think
Call of Dead. I think Call of Dead's probably the best.
second
In my opinion.
best. I'd say 5, or not 5. Moon.
Moon?
Moon over
Oh.
Rev. It's really just these maps we deal with right here. What's in second place? Unless you think
Yeah.
Shang has a chance, or any of these other ones.
I mean, this might be one of these next tiers are going to be hard to rank. I think Call of the Dead is the best.
Yeah.
Um, I think Moon, then Revelation is probably good as well, right? Like this order right here, but we'll deal with the last 3.
I don't have
think
opinions
Shangri-La-
on Shang. I think 5 is better than Shang from when I've played Shang.
Yeah, I would say that.
And I think
Actually,
it's good how it is. Or
yeah, they're really close because 5 is a. I love the aesthetic of 5, the Pentagon, but Shang also has a really good aesthetic. Like in Shang, I know you haven't played a lot, but there's like a waterfall slide. There's a mine cart. There's
like I've done everything in there except like Wonder Weapon, Easter egg. Like I know about the minecart and like the slide or whatever.
yeah. I'm gonna say they're like equal, but we'll just keep it like this. Right
Okay.
now. I think B tier is good now.
All right. Zets or A tier now. Zetsubo is
Zetsubo
going
at
up
top.
front. I think Ancient Evil, or you can decide where it is. I was gonna put it in the
Okay.
bottom, but
I'm
even though I
gonna
never
say
played it.
Keynote or Tote
It's
is probably okay. Pull Ascension down near the bottom, just near the bottom. Keynote or Toten, when we're not looking like with nostalgia, because I know it's the launch map. It's
very
it's
plain
good.
map.
But it's plain. I'm gonna say it's a bottom of A.
Yeah.
And
I
then-
think this is good.
yeah, this exactly right here is good.
Yeah.
Because Buried and 9 are very good compared to each other. 9 is definitely the best BO4 map.
Okay. Now it's on to S. Now this is gonna be our opinion, alright? Now it's... people are definitely not gonna agree. Because I feel like Horizon Drag is gonna be at the bottom somewhere. For me, at least.
I'm gonna say something. I think we need to move one down. I'm gonna say Doris. It's good, but like when we're comparing it to the other 5 maps in S tier,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's A. I think I would put Doris like
The bottom?
honestly second A if we wanted to move it down one. That's just my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah. We don't really play Doris a lot. It has a lot of nostalgia or whatever. But,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like...
Just comparing it to the other maps in S tier, it doesn't really match up.
Yeah. Alright, so... best map out of here. I think Shadows.
Yeah, honestly.
We're really... we're saying the best map of all time here. Like,
oh my god.
yeah, like compared to
I
everything.
might say, honestly, my opinions on what the best map of all time is have changed so much. I used to think it was Horizon Drag, and then I thought it was Origins, and then I thought it was Garage, and then I thought it was Mob, and then I thought it was Shadows. Like, all of these just like have a chance.
Yeah, like they're all in the same category, like same level.
I would say Mob over Origins.
Yeah. Shadows over...
Shadows.
I would put Shadows over... I think this would be the order. But in my opinion, I think Mob over Horizon Drag. It's just like Origin's that low.
Yeah. I really think Origins should be that low. It's an amazing map, but like
I mean, it's tops all these other maps. It's just I feel like it. Yeah, it's like it's just this category. I think this is good, and I think I'd put Mob higher. Then I'd put one more higher than Horizon Drag, in my opinion.
I don't know. The Horizon Drag is.
Because my favorite map is Mob.
I'm not sure if Shadows is the best. It's one of the. It's amazing, but I'm not.
I
sure
think we should put GK over it.
Yeah, a lot of. I don't think people like really have GK as like the best, but I mean, there's just so much that I like about it. Like the dragons, the skybox.
Oh yeah.
Just how the map plays.
Transportation.
The
challenges.
Challenges. The gauntlet. The ray gun Mark III. The helmets.
There's not a bad thing about this map.
There's not a bad thing. I like the Groff modules.
The Easter egg is amazing.
I like how you can upgrade the shield and the dragon strike and stuff like that.
They introduced the upgraded monkey bombs.
Yeah, upgraded monkey bombs. There's just so much about that map that is so good. And another thing is the Easter egg songs on that map are
I haven't talked about.
I would say untouched, but they're pretty good.
We should do that. We should rank Easter egg songs.
I don't know all of them, so
we'll have to listen to them.
Yeah.
That
would be a long video, and I don't think we can do that because it's not royalty free. But...
we'll have to like listen to him before, and maybe we can listen to it without the without it being in the video. But yes, I think this is perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. I mean, this video's been all over the place, but I think we
very long one too.
Really nailed the. Yeah, I think we really they nailed the tiers though.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet this is probably the most like agreeable like tier list I've seen because there's not that many hot takes.
Yeah, people would say put Dorit's higher.
Yeah,
And
I bet Zetsubo would be
probably
like
Shinonuma
high.
lower. Yeah, Zetsubo high or lower. Maybe 5, Rev lower. People
Yeah,
don't like
but
Moon a lot. Definitely Kino lower people put. But this is people would
I like
definitely
this.
re-rank these. Probably. I don't know.
But
I
I
feel
like
like
this.
I like Noct more than Verruct, but I mean,
I mean, I feel like Noct is just. Are you
there's
just
no
saying that
perks on there.
because?
Like, if you want to play it, Verruct is better. But Noct, I don't know. It's just a classic map, or not like a, like yeah, it's a classic, but like, just plays good. For with nothing there, like plays surprisingly good. Like for just a play
Yeah.
map. But
I don't know. I think they're almost equal
yeah,
because they're just World of War maps. I don't know. I like this. I like our order right now.
yeah, I think this is pretty good. But forgot one thing. Okay, so
Yeah.
anyways, guys, this has been FaZe Vibes with FaZe BreezKock. We just ranked all the zombies maps, and we'll see you later. Peace. Flugger right.